Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the dark, gritty streets of Gotham as we review the highly anticipated first episode of the Penguin series, exclusively on HBO Max. Starring the one and only Colin Farrell in a role he's been absolutely crushing since the Batman film. If you're into crime dramas, Gotham City lore, or you just love a good villain story, stick around because we're breaking it all down today. You do not want to miss this. What's up, Gothamites? I'll be your guide through the dark alleys and dangerous power plays of Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin. So grab your umbrella because it's about to get stormy. So, ever since we saw Colin Farrell's jaw-dropping transformation in The Batman, fans have been waiting for a deeper dive into the crime lord's rise to power. I mean, can we talk about that makeup job for a second? The guy is unrecognizable. Add to that Farrell's powerful portrayal of Penguin, and fans have been hyped ever since the spin-off was announced. HBO Max delivered a show that promises to explore the gritty underworld of Gotham through Penguin's eyes. But did the first episode live up to the expectations? Let's take a deep dive into the plot, the characters, and the overall vibe of episode 1. Warning, there are some minor spoilers ahead, so proceed with caution if you haven't seen it yet. But did the first episode live up to the expectations? Let's take a deep dive into the plot, the characters, and the overall vibe of episode 1. Warning, there are some minor spoilers ahead, so proceed with caution if you haven't seen it yet. The first episode opens with Gotham City in chaos. If you've seen The Batman, you know that the criminal world is in turmoil after the fall of Carmine Falcone. With Falcone out of the picture, there's a massive power vacuum, and everyone is vying for control. This episode sets up that struggle perfectly. Gotham is grimier than ever, and you can feel the tension in the air. Penguin, played brilliantly by Colin Farrell, is already maneuvering to solidify his place as Gotham's new crime boss. And the show wastes no time in reminding us that while Penguin may not have the flashy powers of other villains, his cunning, ruthlessness, and ambition are unmatched. Gotham feels like a character in its own right here. The city is decaying, but it's alive with corruption, and Penguin is right at home in it. The production design is incredible. HBO spared no expense in making this world feel as grim and foreboding as possible. Every corner, every shadow, every back alley feels like it's hiding something dark. If you love the tone and aesthetic of The Batman, this show keeps that vibe going. Now let's talk about Colin Farrell's performance. Because let's be honest, that's what we're all here for, right? He absolutely owns the role from the first scene. You can see how Penguin is smart, calculating, and always watching for his next opportunity. His presence is magnetic, and even though he's a villain, you can't help but root for him in some twisted way. I mean, can we give a round of applause for the makeup department? It's not just the prosthetics and makeup that make Farrell's Penguin so convincing. It's his physicality, the way he moves, the way he speaks. Every detail feels intentional. The voice, that gravelly, streetwise tone, it just works. He's sleazy but charismatic. He's cold-blooded, but somehow you get the sense that he's been shaped by Gotham just as much as he's shaping it. Farrell's Penguin knows he's at the bottom of the criminal food chain right now, but you can already see the wheels turning in his mind. Every interaction, every conversation is calculated. He's not just a thug, he's a mastermind in the making, and that's what's going to make this series so compelling. Penguin is a layered character, and Farrell's performance hints at a man who is both a product of his environment and someone who is ready to take control of it. You can tell he's planning something big. Alright, let's break down some key moments from the first episode. We start with Penguin trying to secure his position in Gotham's criminal underworld. He's facing opposition from rival gangs, corrupt politicians, and even some of Falcone's old associates who are hesitant to follow him. The tension is thick, and you can feel the danger in every interaction. One of the standout moments is when Penguin meets with a group of rival crime bosses. It's clear they don't take him seriously at first, but Penguin proves he's not someone to be underestimated. Without giving too much away, there's a moment that defines Penguin's character moving forward. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty, and when push comes to shove, he's willing to make brutal decisions. This is where we see the true Penguin emerge. He's not just a small-time criminal anymore. He's on his way to becoming one of Gotham's most feared figures. The writing is sharp, and every line Penguin delivers has weight. Another interesting element is the subplot with Gotham's corrupt political system. We get a glimpse of how deeply the corruption runs, and it sets the stage for future episodes. Penguin isn't just fighting other criminals. He's also navigating a city where everyone is out for themselves. It's a chess game, and Penguin is determined to come out on top. Of course, Penguin isn't the only character worth mentioning. We also get introduced to some key players in Gotham's underworld, and each one brings their own flavor to the mix. There's a sense that every character could either be an ally or an enemy, and Penguin has to figure out who he can trust. Without giving too much away, the supporting cast is solid. Each character feels distinct, and they all have their own agendas. This adds another layer of complexity to the show, and I can't wait to see how these relationships evolve over time. There's definitely some tension brewing, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some major betrayals down the line. After all, this is Gotham. Trust no one, right? Whether Batman will appear in the Penguin series is still a bit of a mystery, but it seems unlikely that he'll play a major role. The show is focused on Oswald Cobblepot's rise to power in the Gotham underworld, so the spotlight will be on Penguin and the city's criminal elements. However, since the series exists within the Batman universe, it's possible we'll get references to Bruce Wayne or even a brief appearance from Robert Pattinson's Batman. Don't expect him to be a central figure, though. The show's all about Penguin's story. So, what did you guys think of the first episode? Are you as hooked as I am? Let me know in the comments below. I want to hear your thoughts on Penguin's brutal rise, the new characters, and what you think is coming next. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We've got plenty more reviews, breakdowns, and discussions on all things Gotham coming your way. Thanks for watching, and remember, in Gotham you either swim with the sharks or you become the Penguin. Catch you next time.